Hello everyone. Today with Hello everyone. Today with you, me, Ms. Sulia, science teacher, and welcome to our discussion of sustainability in action, every drop matter, with the various topics today. Today, our World Environment Day. That's why we came together here to discuss environmental issues and look for the innovative solutions. Recently, our school joined to the project by UNDP Kura second, and our students contributed by joining to different activities. The Kura River is one of the main waterways of our country, and it's a water body that plays a big role in the whole ecosystem of the whole region. That's why we decided to raise that ecological concern, significantly change the shallow of it recently. We are glad to raise awareness in particular environmental issues and hope new generation will support us and change the world to a more sustainable future.
Meet our guests, Mr. Tural Maharamov and Ms. Sunan Guliva, as well as Ms. Hajar Husseinova. Mr. Maharamov is a graduate of the University of Nottingham in Environmental Engineering and currently the head of Environmental Department of SOCAR's Haydar Aliyev Oil. Ms. Guliva is a Regional Communication Manager of UNDP GEF Kura2 project, and Ms. Hajar Husseinova, Regional Project Analyst, UNDP GEF Kura2. Today, our students will talk about different topics as climate change, its consequences, green technologies in our daily life, land pollution, and the big danger that behind of it, the water conservation, especially the Kura River issue. So let's listen to the first team topic, climate change and its consequences. Fatima, Nergis, floor is yours. Good luck.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm delighted to participate here in this project today. Before I carry on, let me introduce myself. My name is Fatima Imanova. I study in 8th grade and my classmate.
Hello, everyone. It's very nice to meet you. I am Nergis Kubatova. As you may know, today we will talk about climate change, greenhouse effect, and their consequences, because now it's getting worse. We are calling from planet Earth, a beautiful blue planet in our solar system with its huge oceans and continents, which is full of fabulous living creatures.
There is a problem that we would like to discuss with you, climate change. But you can say climate change happens all the time, but today it's slightly different. It happens super fast, and scientists agree that Earth has been getting warmer in the past 50 to 100 years due to human activities.
An increase in the atmospheric concentrations of greenhouse gases produces a positive climate forcing or warming effect. From 1990 to 2015, the total warming effect from greenhouse gases added by humans to the Earth's atmosphere increased by 37%.
These changes also affect the environment, but unfortunately not in a good way. Greenhouse gases have far-ranging environmental and health effects. They cause climate change by trapping heat, which leads to the increasing temperature on the Earth's surface. As you know, there are lots of consequences of global warming. Flooding, melting ice shelves, extreme weather conditions, species extinction, different diseases. And they also contribute to respiratory disease from smoke and air pollution.
As Fatima mentioned, we can see that climate change affects all regions around the world. Unluckily, these impacts are expected to intensify in the coming decades.
We need to take part and try to stop it.
If we do not prevent it now, soon we will find it hard to survive on this planet.
But what can we do to prevent it? What I and we all together can do to prevent the consequences of global warming? Well, for this we have to work in many ways. Here are some of our suggestions.
The goal has always been to bring climate change under control by stopping the release of carbon dioxide. Firstly, you should make your home and household energy efficient. Do not waste your energy on useless things, such as leaving the light switched on when we leave the room, or turn on the air conditioner when we just open the window.
Secondly, saving water reduces carbon pollution too. That's because it takes a lot of energy to pump, heat, and treat your water. So take shorter showers, turn off tap while brushing your teeth, and don't overuse water.
Thirdly, you can walk, cycle, or take a public transport. It could significantly reduce the percentage of carbon dioxide in atmosphere.
And finally, reduce, reuse, and recycle the stuff. Recycling helps reduce greenhouse gas emissions by reducing energy consumption. Using recycled materials to make new products reduces the need for intact materials.
If humans contribute to control global warming, this world would be a safer place for us, human beings, to live on.
Azerbaijan has some projects that are also reducing impacts of global warming. For instance, Organization Clean City, and so on.
And finally, save the world, there's no planet B.
Thank you, guys. Now, Mr. Mehremov will comment and share with us professional view about climate change and its consequences. Please, Mr. Mehremov.
Okay, thank you very much. First of all, I want to thank you, your team, for inviting me this event. It's very important. I'm glad that you pay attention to environmental problems on this special day. I'm very thankful to Nargiz and Fatima for their performance. Actually, they gave very good and important information on climate change, but about percentage, like statistics, it's very good that they did very good research on climate change. But I would suggest them, I would recommend them to search about climate change deeply. For example, while because I use some materials as well in my class at university, I can share some links with them. They can search on internet, very good information. It's very useful to learn with a creative way. And I will recommend them to search about greenhouse gases, because I don't want to ask question like a class mode. Search, I will recommend them to search about why greenhouse we need. Actually, for your information, greenhouse gases are good in a normal level. So
Yes.
if there is not greenhouse gas, our planet will be the temperature in our planet will be minus 18 or 19. We need that greenhouse gas, but a certain level, we shouldn't increase them by human impact. That's why you give very good message to us and to everyone. I made some notes here as well. It will be better to search about Azerbaijan activities like what's our aim to the percentage of the greenhouse gases. For example, for your information, our aim is decrease the greenhouse gas by 35% by 2030. You can search about Paris Agreement and other activities, projects which are implemented in Azerbaijan. Mainly, I like your presentation. Thank you for your effort, for your time, and good presentation. Good luck.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ms. Oля?
Yeah, it's time to present our second team. So let's join to the discussion about green technology in our daily life. We start to hear that term a lot. And second team prepared a little talk to inspire us to use green technologies in our daily life. So Medina, Suleiman, and Slana, the floor is yours.
Hello, with you today are Suleiman.
Hello, it's Zilana. So we are delighted to host a discussion about the green technology. One of the most widely used and impressive examples of green technology are smart cities. Smart cities is a term used to describe the use of smart technologies and data as means to solve cities' sustainability changes.
Smart cities involves the use of green technology to improve transport and energy use, health and air quality to drive economic growth.
Fossil fuels, which are traditional energy resources or non-renewable energy resources, from over a million of years by decayed animals and plant matter, which are buried under layers of rock. Fossil fuels are the main causes of global warming. When they are burned, they release huge amounts of greenhouse gases, such as carbon dioxide, and into the atmosphere. These gases trap the heat into the atmosphere and contribute greatly to global warming.
Installing green technologies plays a great role in the transition away from using fossil fuels to generate energy. Green technologies can produce huge amounts of energy for homes and businesses, and they have become much cheaper over the past few years. They certainly outshine fossil fuels due to their very low impact on human health, zero greenhouse gas emissions, and their ability to take advantage of natural processes like the shining sun to generate power.
So sources of green energies are solar power, wind power, hydropower, geothermal, biomass, and biofuels. The most used ones for today are solar, wind, and hydropowers.
One example of green technology is solar panels. The principle behind how the solar panels work is that a direct current, which is a current that flows only in one direction, is generated when the sunlight strikes the solar panels. Thus, light energy is converted into electricity. The electric current then flows through a power inverter, which is a tool that converts the direct current or the DC into an alternating current or an AC. An alternating current flows in different directions and is the most common type of electricity used. The alternating current is then distributed to electric appliances within the building through a tool called a breaker box. The unused energy is then stored and is used whenever the building needs more energy than the solar panels can provide.
Wind energy. Likewise, using wind power is an excellent example of green technology in action. Commonly, wind energy is related to a wind farm, but small-scale windmills offer a nifty method of adopting such green touch in a residential setting. The amount of energy you can get in a windmill varies quite, as does the cost of adoption and installation. Offshore, wind turbines provide steady, reliable, clean energy.
Electrical vehicles. Another example of clean technology are electrical vehicles. Advances in electrical vehicle technology allow wireless charging. Although the electrical car's power originally comes from coal, which is clearly not ideal, better mileage and zero emissions still make it a more sustainable alternative than cars that are powered by petroleum.
Programmable thermostats. A programmable thermostat is a low-cost green technology solution. Virtually any home or apartment now boasts one. With a programmable thermostat, you can set a schedule and automatically adjust the temperature around the comings and goings to save only energy, but also money. Moreover, programmable thermostats don't even need to be smart thermostats. Rather, tons of dumb thermostats feature the ability to schedule. The smart thermostats thus add the convenience of being able to monitor and change temperature remotely.
Vertical farming is another type of eco-friendly technology. It's a concept of growing products in stacked vertical layers rather than horizontally. Vertical farming is significantly more sustainable than traditional farming. Some vertical farming systems don't even require soil and reduce water use exponentially.
All in all, implementation of green technology is something that has many benefits and is worth in the investment. Every single person should work to protect the environment, as there is no second planet to live in.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for your research. Thank you for sharing with us. Mr. Mahramov, we would like to hear your comment about the topic.
Thank you again. Actually, I forgot to thank the students and their teachers. How you taught them about environmental problems. It's we have very huge effort on them. Thank you for to you as well. You also did very deep research on clean energy and renewable energy. You talked about benefits of clean energy, but I want to ask you, have you searched about disadvantage of renewable energy technologies or not? No. Okay, just I give you an idea to search about which disadvantage they have. For example, wind turbines make noise, or they're harmful for the birds. For even making wind turbine material or making wind turbine materials, you burn some conventional energy source, petrol, etc. Even making solar panels cells, there are not 100% environmental friendly technologies. In order to make clean energy, of course, you have impact on the environment as well. I will recommend you to search on these issues as well. And have you heard about hydrogen energy? I couldn't hear information about hydrogen energy. It's very modern technology. It's used in London. Maybe have you seen the bus? There are used hydrogen energy. We have small technology. If you need, in the future, we can show you how it's produced. Hydrogen energy. We separate oxygen and hydrogen from the water. If it's interesting for you, we can show you that technology like practically. Then I want to ask a question as well. Could you answer why renewable energy technologies haven't been developed in Azerbaijan yet? We have a very good resource, we have we have enough resource. What do you think? Do we have some challenge or not?
Maybe because it's expensive.
Expensive. It's very expensive, actually.
It's quite expensive, and is, for example, some energy sources require specific locations and resources which may not be available in Azerbaijan,
Right.
and they require quite a lot of time as well. So it depends.
Expensive, especially in Azerbaijan, it's expensive. It's return time, like payback time, is very long, 7 years or 6 years. For example, you pay $1,000 per solar panel. You can earn your money like after 7 years, 6 years. That might take a long time. Also, legislation has been developed in Azerbaijan, because in some countries you produce energy from the sun, but you can sell to the main grid, to the government. But here we cannot do it in Azerbaijan. And main problem is environmental awareness programs. We have to increase the number of projects, this type of projects, environmental awareness project promotion project, to share our experience with friends, with colleagues. People must believe clean energy, renewable energy, because some people don't have enough information. They don't know why they are needed in this time, why we should use clean energy, what's climate change. That's why we should share our knowledge, our information with them, to make them believe clean energy and install them in their house. Thank you again for your time. Really, I enjoyed your presentation.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your comments. We will definitely take into account and continue research, maybe have a little field trip and continue this work, because it's important for all of us. Thank you so much.
Yeah, if you want, I can share contacts with my friends, include some materials or video links. It will be very helpful to improve your knowledge.
It would be great. Thank you.
Okay, good luck.
Thank you.
Welcome to our second part of meeting, and let's remind you our topic for the first presenters. First presenters will talk about land pollution and its consequences. Zahra and Ilaha, the floor is yours.
Hey guys, here's Ilaha.
And Zahra.
So first of all, thank you for taking your time and joining our discussion about land pollution and the ways to solve it.
This topic is quite important for us. We would like to share our story, which inspired us to be here today and to talk about the pollution.
We went with our school in the forest, but guess what? Most of the trees were gone, cut and replaced with houses. Scientific name of that is deforestation. We collected a lot of plastic pollution materials by others. You probably saw or noticed that too in your area you live near. Many trees were cut down. This is a big danger for all of us.
We decided to stand on Caucasus Mountains today to show the greatness of nature. Besides being a source of oxygen, forests are home for millions of different creatures.
It's the beginning of the food chain. If the trees are gone, we will be left with no food and energy.
Let's have a look at the reasons for the land pollution and how to solve it. I will introduce the causes of land pollution. Mostly it is factories and big industrial plants. They produce a significant amount of chemical pollutants to change the natural balance.
Land pollution is easily noticeable. You can see trash outside of buildings or the side of roads. I can hear you asking how we can stop it. We have a step-by-step solution list so you can change change the future. Things start in your own house. Talk about pollution and decide what you can change to less trash in different ways. Using your imagination, you can start from the material at home and save nature. Use your own cup instead of a plastic bottle.
Make sure you properly dispose of harmful trash, computer equipment and batteries, or electrical stuff. You can also pick the trash or ask someone not to throw.
For warning, make sure you ask your parents before picking up the trash. If you live in a house with a garden and a green composting is a thing. You collect natural trash and restore it. It will break down. Here you go, fertilizer. We must be aware of problems and always solve them. There is no planet B.
Thank you, guys. So as we said earlier, we've got guest, Ms. Sona Gulieva. Ms. Gulieva, we will ask you to comment our presenters' discussion and say your ideas about it.
Thank you for invitation. Thank you, girls, for your beautiful presentation. It is very important topic, and the way you actually presented it, I think, yes, this is very important and essential for people to think about pollution of the forests, of the soil, and all whatever has been mentioned. All the methods are very, very, let's say we all people in our country and all over the world should take some certain steps to keep our planet safe and clean, of course, because all our, let's say, actions somehow affect our future life. And this is very small what I can add to this topic. Topic is very broad, and I like your presentation. Thank you very much.
Hello, and thank you for a really great presentation. I agree totally with Sona that this is a broad topic, and thank you, Ilaha and Zahra, for your detailed presentation and why we need to think about our actions. What are the consequences? Just one small addition. I really liked how you started your presentation. You firstly highlighted the importance, and then what is putting it in danger, and then what can we do. This is really important to give solutions to people and make sure that they understand that each person's action matters. And I would want to add one comment that yes, land pollution is really broad topic, and maybe I missed that part, but it also affects the water pollution. Polluted lands lead to polluted waters. And also one of the main pollutants, like contributors of land pollution, is agriculture sector. So this would be my addition, and really thank you for your thoughtful and short, up to the point presentation.
Thank you, Ms. Hajar Senaba.
Okay, thank you for your professional view about this topic. And our final topic of this day is about the Kura River, the more regional issue that concerns all of us. And I would like to invite Maryam, Zahra, and Gamer to talk about this topic. Floor is yours, girls. Good luck.
Hello, everyone. Nice to see you all here. My name is Maryam, and these are my friends. Lately, we have been very curious about Kura River and its pollution. Today, we're going to look deeper in that topic and find a way to prevent the pollution.
Hi everyone, nice to meet you. My name is Zahra.
Hey, my name is Gamer.
Greeting you from Sogoshan. You know that this place where two biggest rivers, Kura and Aras, in Azerbaijan meet. You can ask why we are here today.
We will say mainly because of the problem with water pollution. If you ever had the chance to see Kura River, you noticed water is not that clean and people use it for daily needs. Today we are going to talk about pollution in the Kura River.
The water quality in the Kura Basin has suffered from significant deterioration during the last 100 years. The water pollution was particularly high in the end 1980s. Since then, it has improved as a result of the closure of many industrial facilities, but the pollution from domestic water use has increased in the same point. One of the main.
Pollution of water by plastic. Pollution of water bodies by plastic is an unfortunate reality in the Kura River Basin. The problem has become very evident in spring season once the flow in rivers increased. Water is mostly needed in summer to grow such crops as wheat, vegetables, potatoes, grapes, cotton, corn, rice, fruits, nuts, tea, and olives. Household water use. 10% of the withdrawal water from the Kura River Basin is used by households, but since the water is polluted, people cannot use this water.
Climate change is considered to be a big threat to human development and security. It's a great challenge for the Kura Basin as well, in terms of its impacts on water resources, land, and ecosystems.
Natural disasters. Natural disasters such as landslides, mudfloods, floods, and flash floods are among the most frequently occurring climate hazards in the Kura Basin. Many urban areas in the Kura Basin are located in mountainous terrain, which makes them more susceptible to natural disasters. These events have been on the rise during the last 100 decades.
Due to climate change, rivers dry up, which leads to death of living creatures. Natural disaster. Floodwater zone contained with sewage, which can lead to illness and affect clean drinking water. Due to the fact that we use this water, various diseases are formed that affect not only people, but also animals.
How we can protect and save water resources in Kura River? 2 or 3 times a year, together with people, we can collect excess garbage from the river shores. Never pour all outside the streets or down storm drains. Clean riverbeds so that this garbage does not fall into the river itself.
In order to improve the state of the basin, this problem has to be approached from different angles simultaneously. For example, by applying sustainable water management, practices use of education of water flow in the river can be prevented and the quality of water can be improved.
Application of advanced technologies will help to conserve water resources and reduce abstraction of water from water bodies. Adaptation to climate change would minimize possible adverse impacts of climate change. Strengthened transborder cooperation will help countries to promote sustainable water management at transborder level.
Awareness of public, including us as students, about the problem of the Kura Basin and best practice to resolve these problems, and successful transformation towards more sustainable future for the Kura Basin.
Save the world. There is no planet B.
Thank you, girls. Now, Ms. Guliva and Ms. Hussein, we would like to ask you to share with us your contribution in the solution of the Kura pollution problems and comments about the girls' presentation.
Thank you for your presentation. Yes, Kura River is the main river for Azerbaijan, and of course, Kura River Basin is. We need to keep it clean, of course. I would add here one comment that pollution also comes from some industries like tanneries, like poultry houses. So you mentioned water management, water resources management, and yes, this is the important tool. This is the important measure to let's say to regulate, to manage not only pollution but water resources distribution, etc. And to keep these industries, to give them the plans for the pollution abatement is also very important, and this can be also included into this topic. Also, you mentioned as a solution, awareness raising. I totally agree. Awareness raising among population is very important, and let's say one of the main tools to prevent pollution and to let's say we can change the behavior of people for many things, especially like river bands, etc. So this is my two main comments on this presentation, but I liked it very much. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mariam Zahran Gamar, for comprehensive and great presentation. You really touched very important aspects related to Kura River and what are the problems of the Kura River. And I really liked the fact that you also mentioned that it's polluted by domestic pollution, like plays an important role in Kura River's pollution. It means that we also can take action, and also you also mentioned in your solutions how like random people, individuals can help prevent this pollution. I also really like appreciated your inputs about gravel abstraction. Because not many people know this is a problem for rivers. And also, I totally agree with Sona. This also was my addition related to main polluters of the Kura River and how it can be stopped. So if we are talking about sewage, like any type of sewage pollution, both industrial and domestic, we need to highlight and make sure that we are not like putting any dirty water into the rivers, and also we need to stop polluting if it's industry from the beginning of the production, not at the end, because at the end it creates a lot of more pollution rather than doing cleaner production. So really thank you for great presentations. I liked both of them, how you touched very important issues and also gave really good solutions for these important issues.
Thank you. We also would like to thank you, our guests and students, for this important discussion which we had today. And as all presenters mentioned, actually there is no plan B. We should save our planet and let's take care about our home. Thank you again.